TCK. Well, welcome back, friends, to another installment of Kai Plays. I appreciate your patience in our intermission here over our streaming schedule for the last few weeks. We've had a few real-world events which have interfered with our ability to be live, but we are back and back on schedule. As you may expect from the title of this segment, as well as the previous Kai Plays installments, we are going to be continuing with our run-through of Final Fantasy IV, picking up right after the first segment of the Tower of Babil. Now, it'll be just a few moments here while I get everything started up. In the interim, I do want to point out we don't currently have any nonprofit ventures underway via Tiltify. We are on intermission for that until the 1st of June. We've got a YouTube explainer video being produced as we speak, and that will be available when the next nonprofit venture is underway. Now, in the meantime, if you'd like to support TCK in a more general sense, you can always, of course, visit our Patreon, where we have a number of benefits available, as well as a little bit of exclusive content and some merchandise. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Now, we were exploring a little bit here. We're on the heels of the Prince of Eblen and trying to make our way to the upper segment of the Tower of Babil after things went sour in the underworld. I believe everybody's topped off for health, but let's just double check. Good enough. We have enough MP, I don't think that's really going to matter too much. Now, as I recall, we were still kind of clearing out the loot that's available in this cave, which probably shouldn't take too much longer. We did a pretty good chunk of it before we ended the last segment. Oh! What have we here? But first, a random encounter. Now a message from our sponsors. And we get ambushed by a bunch of time-wasting skeletons. That's perhaps the most Final Fantasy IV thing I've seen this week. These are some tanky skeletons with more than 2100 HP. Much like a broken pickaxe, they are a minor inconvenience. Here we are. Now, what have we here? We meet at last. I've been looking forward to this, Rubicante. Should I know you from somewhere? The Prince of Eblen is Edge, the ninja. I'm afraid I do not know the place of which you speak. Then let me help you remember. Oh boy. Your boy Edge has 1400 HP and 100 MP. That is a tall dude. He's got some kunai. He can use some flame, which actually heals Rubicante. Oh. I think I liked it better when he kept himself wrapped up. Yikes. Got riggedy wrecked. You've strength worthy enough of pride, but not nearly enough to think of challenging me. Hone your skills. I look forward to facing you again when you have. And that was the Archfiend of Fire. I'm going to put an end to him with my own hands. Your enemy is an elemental archfiend, Your Highness. You've seen his strength for yourself. Don't mistake me for some pampered prince. The Ebonese royal family is heir to the secrets of ninja masters of old. I don't need help from lesser men. Ah, cocky, isn't he? I can't watch another person go off to die. Man, I can't blame her, and she wasn't here for Tella or Palam or Porum. But for Sid and Young, man, we've lost a lot of people along the way. Tella and Young and Sid. Rubicante is the strongest of the 4 archfiends. Whether we can even hope to defeat him, I cannot say. But we have no choice. We must take back the crystal he holds. It doesn't look like I have much choice. I can't leave a pretty girl crying. Let's do this together then, just this once. Too weak to stand and still as arrogant as could be. It's nigh on comical. One Cura spell and you'll be right as rain. You're not so rough on the eyes yourself. Time for us to break into the tower, now that we're all fast friends. Okay, buddy. It's an awfully fast recovery. The Ninja Edge has joined the party. Aw, yeah. I believe we have some equipment to give him right from the start. Mithril Knife is actually worse than his kunai. Headband is worse than his green beret. His black belt gi is the best that we could give him at the moment. I may have spoken too soon. He might have the best equipment we can give him for right now. Well, okay then. What abilities does Edge the Ninja know? He can attack, he can steal, throw, ninjutsu, and items. Ninjutsu, I'm pretty sure counts as magic in this game. It sure does. Flame, Smoke, Shadowbind, and Mirage. Fire, Run Away, Stop, and Evade. Not bad. What we'll do then is we will set him to auto battle with Steel. And then what I think we'll do is we will change our formation a bit here. Yeah. Swap rows, just like that. So now Kane and Cecil will be in the front, and these 3 will be in the back row. I think that will do just fine. Yeah, let's do that. Perfecto. That's the exit. So we're going to want to double back a little bit here, which is not necessarily a bad idea while we accumulate a little bit of experience for ya boy Edge. I don't know yet if the steel table is any good in this game, but generally when they give me the ability to acquire free items, I take it. Let's see. Oh, look at him with his stance there. What'd you get? Nothing. What? You disappoint me. It's a tanky bat. letting me down here, Edge. $4,000 damage. I feel like that's might excessive. One more try. Come on. A potion. Huh. Starting to feel like we may want to save his steel for specific occasions. Okay. Well, let's leave it on for now. And we may change it before we get too much further. How do we get to the left, I wonder? Hidden passageway, maybe? Oh, there's more stuff up here. The egg! The dreaded egg! Well, it... excuse me. It is healed by ice. It's a Lamia! I'm not entirely sure this is going to be worth our time. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Honestly, with all of our people being incapacitated and it being immune to our frontline hitters, I don't see a reason to continue this. Oh, we left Rosa behind. Poor Rosa. Oh, they're both under the silence effect. Interesting. Okay. There's got to be a way from the eastern passage to get to that chest. What else we got? Cave of Babil passage. Complete. 3 decoys. Very curious. Some iron gloves, huh? I'm starting to feel like the steel table's not very good unless you're dealing with a boss. There may also be a way to enhance the rarity of the items obtained with steel. There's a few augments that will do that in different titles. You know, there's steel, and then there's mug, which does damage while also stealing. But then there's also Sticky Fingers is like a passive that you can get that makes steel more effective. So maybe that's something he'll grow into, who knows. For now, though, I don't think it's probably the best use of his abilities. Let's see, he has 42 strength compared to Cecil's 64, and his attack is 70. Compared to Cecil's 75, so he's going to do less damage in general. I think ideally we're going to want to get him something to attack from the back row. Can only be thrown. Okay, yeah. I was like, I feel like we got some shurikens. Can he not equip them? But no, he uses the throw command with them, which makes a certain kind of sense, you must admit. Alright, now. We're looking for a way to get up there, basically. My goodness, these back attacks are tiring. Edge, my man, for being my favorite character in this game, you are very disappointing to work with initially. Come on. Nope. All right then. Well, let's rearrange because that's gonna get old real quick, I think. Whoops. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. Some magic. Perfect. Now, we're trying to get up there, basically, because we want to get at this. There didn't appear to be a way to do that from here, through this part of the map. So perhaps there's a passage that connects from here. And to test that, we're going to have to go up and around and down, I think. Just out of curiosity. No, okay. It was worth a shot. Alright, we've done the up. Let's go around and down. See if we can pump up this HP on Edge a little bit. 1400 is not going to be enough for pretty much anything. I forgot to set him back to attack. What XP are we getting per battle here? About 1700. The party's right around level 45. And Edge, being level 35, has some catching up to do. So he's got 209,000. Everybody else is sitting between 5 and 700,000. So a 300,000 XP deficit to make up. That's quite a lot of battles down here. So that's less than ideal. Let's set him back to auto attacks. Yes. Looking for those hidden passageways. He's doing about as much damage as Rosa is. And it's immune to ice. I don't especially feel like dealing with that. Okay, no passageway to the east. Yeah, at this rate, it would take 1,000 battles to catch up Edge. And they're doing their best to make us fight all 1,000 of them, but I don't think we're going to get him caught up in XP while we're down here. Oh, the critical animation's really cool looking. Mithril Shield. Alright, well, on the off chance that there is a way to double back from the next room, let's move forward from here. Let's see. Aha! We're making progress. More of these. I feel like the eggs are just a time waster at this point. You try ether. Now, fun fact, Ninja has actually been in most installments pretty much since the first game. It's actually more prolific than many of the other classes or jobs in the franchise. And just speaking anecdotally, when I made my initial character on Final Fantasy XIV, when the title was gifted to me by a friend for my birthday, I made a character that I did my best to emulate Edge with him. Because I knew going into it, if there was a ninja job, which there was almost certainly going to be a ninja job, that was going to be what I was going to main. Oh, this does break right into the Tower of Babil. Okay. So there's not going to be a way to circle back from that passage. There is going to be some way to get at that treasure from here. We just have to find it. And while backtracking through a cave is not the most riveting experience, it is literally experience for ya boy Edge. Oh, there we are. Save real quick here. May as well. Suppose it wouldn't be the caverns of the ninjas if it didn't have a bunch of hidden passageways that we had to figure out. Still, I could do with it being just a tad bit straightforward in a few more places. Back attack and an egg. That's a double no for me. Let's see now. I can't help but wonder. I don't think they've done that with this title, but in Final Fantasy III, the last main installment I played immediately prior to this one, the character at the front of your party, whatever job they were, would have a different effect on their interaction with the world map. So for example, if you were playing as a thief, and the thief is at the front of your party. The thief would be able to open doors that you would otherwise need special keys to be able to open, which was super duper useful for exploring dungeons. But I don't think they've done that with this game. There hasn't been anything that's suggested that I needed to swap whoever is leading the party. But if there was going to be a mechanic that necessitated that, getting through these cave systems would be a place to do it, because it's like, oh, there's loot in here that only the Prince of Evelyn knows how to reach. It seems kind of appropriate, you know? Oh, he's up to doing 1,000 damage now. Still not enough to matter, but we'll get him there. Out of curiosity, let's set him to do some jutsu. He could only do this a few times, but I want to see how this goes. Since we don't seem to be a whole lot closer to figuring out how to get to that treasure, we may have a few minutes. Okay, so his jutsu does have a cast bar down here. It isn't instantaneous, that's a little disappointing, but perhaps reasonable. My goodness, we get it. Enough. Show me your moves. About 1,000 damage. Alright, that's respectable. Let's see. Handful of HP. Strength and speed. About what you'd expect. Let's see here. Now, for anybody that's concerned with the bit of the slog that we're at for this portion of our run, you needn't fear. We actually have a bonus episode coming up for you tomorrow, so I'll have a little bit more time for live streaming outside the normal schedule. So we're kind of getting the necessary catching up and loot fishing here out of the way, and we'll have a little bit more plot for you tomorrow. Oh, we may have found our opening. There we go. For a high potion. Sure hope it was worth it, because it sure doesn't feel like it. Now, the remaining question is how to get over here. This wall, which would seem like the obvious choice, doesn't lead there. And this wall, which would be the other obvious choice, also does not lead there. This wall here didn't seem to go anywhere, so perhaps there's something through here that we missed. This is one of those rare times where I almost wish that I had been playing this on an emulator, so I could turn off a couple layers and just see the passageway. Let's see. That really just looks like it should work. Oh, it does. Okay. JK. Couple of elixirs. That's actually much more worthwhile. Glad we took the time to get those. Oh, right. That is it for loot in the Cave of Eblan, so we can safely move on to the Tower of Babil. Which is probably just as well, because we're going to need a steadier source of experience income if we're ever going to catch our ninja up. I'm excited to see him learn some more jutsu, I won't lie. Oh, the encounter rate down here. My goodness. Now, on the off chance that we get riggedy wrecked, the first step that we take into this new territory, we're going to go ahead and use a tent. And we want to do a save here. Onward to the Tower of Babil. Which I assume we're starting from the ground floor this time, but you know what they say about assumptions. I don't think I've seen one of these that's golden in color before, unless I'm mistaken. Well, it didn't seem to matter much, so. I don't think we actually are going to need Edge using his flames. Seem to be making pretty short work of everything out here. So let's go abilities, auto, and attack. Basement 1. How can we enter the tower? You forget you're with a ninja. Here we go! I'm sorry. What? Alright then. A unicorn horn! Let's see, new enemies. Ooh, death kitties! And they're gonna open right up with Blaster. That's my favorite thing that they do. At least they missed. Oh, and the Nagas inflict confusion. I can already tell we're going to have fun here with the death and confusion status effects. It's going to be a good time, everybody. Oh no, Cecil, why? Alright. Awkward. Ouch. I think we can just leave Kane with the silent status effect. Not to be a jerk, but like, he can't cast spells. So I'm not about to remove that detriment from him. This thing has a lot of HP. Die, darn you. There we go. Almost double, no, more than double the experience we were getting out in the caves. So that is a pretty good start. Let's see. Are those ice enemies? Did they just cast Bio on the whole party? And Blaster. At least it missed. Okay, they're not immune to ice. Well, the Death Kitty's not immune to ice. Don't know about this guy. He's not immune to ice either, so I don't think we have to worry too much about that. That just leaves Baba Yaga here. More friends? He's just a big old damage sponge, isn't he? Oh, it's not poison, it's the sap status ailment, which I don't think you can actually Asuna. Ha! Get wrecked. Now I wonder if that's one of those farming strats where as more stuff gets spawned into the battle, you get increasingly more experience points. There was a strategy in... oh, achievement unlocked, the Illuminator. There was a strategy in Final Fantasy III where certain enemies, if you attacked them, would summon more enemies. And so you would basically just kill everything but that enemy and let it summon another group to attack you, and then just keep whittling them down. So in one battle, you could gain, several levels worth of experience. Basement 1 complete. 5 bomb fragments. Silver hourglass. I don't remember all of the enemy types that would do that. There were the dividing enemy types, which were a reasonable source of that, but they would sometimes only divide if you hit them, so they weren't infinitely farmable. But when you hit the crystal tower close to the end of the game, there were these little bit-looking things that would summon a couple different types of enemies, including elementals that you could take on. Unfortunately, though, by the time you hit that point in the game, you don't have much that you're farming experience points for, unless you're planning on taking on the game's optional super boss, the Iron Giant, which I did not end up doing, partly because I had a weird party comp. I may do another playthrough of that game, and if I do, we could certainly live stream that as well. But I think that's going to be a little bit less interesting than Final Fantasy IV, because the version of it that I have is the mobile version from the App Store instead of being powered through Steam. So I'm not sure how that's going to work with the encoder, but we can do some research on that one. Right. Just top off some HP real quick. It's not like Cecil's using that 8 MP for anything else anyway. Oh, you know what? Before I get too much further, I can't help but notice that we missed a little bit of map down here, and I'm going to be really mad if we get done and I have to backtrack. Let's fill that in before we wander too far off. Oh, your counter slap, you tool. And the confusion ailment. Ouch. I think Rosa usually prefers if you ask before you whip her. That's the vibe I'm getting anyway. Youch. Enough of that. I don't know why Rydia gets to go first when everybody else's bar filled first, but sure. $10,000 experience, that's not bad. Alright, we have to Asuna him. It's a third of this floor filled out already. Oh boy. It takes a full salvo from the entire party to take down one of those Gigases. They're very beefy. Although this might be the ideal encounter comp to maybe get some more Gigases out of it. I wonder if we leave the Sorcerer alone for a minute, if we'll have... We will! Ho ho ho! Oh, is that an Ice Golem? It sure isn't. It's not immune to ice damage. Oh, it's made of Mithril. I have my doubts that's the case, because we are taking him to church right now. Retreat? What? I guess you can't farm them indefinitely. It was worth a shot, though. 14k experience. Level 38, we're getting there. We're up over 1500 HP now. Treasure, Ogre Killer, and an enemy ambush. All right. 3 of these. Child's play. They're still rather beefy, though, I'll give them that. I do love that critical animation. Some of them are cooler than others. Young's is pretty cool too, because he just roundhouse kicks them. Alright. Top off that old HP just a bit. sure we have this platform filled out and double back. Rude. Rude. See, Kane's critical animation is kind of neat, but it's pretty boring also. Also, bring back shields for Dragoons. K-thanks. That was actually a thing right up until the early aughts, as I recall. Even Final Fantasy Tactics, the Dragoon job, could wield not just polearms, but also shields. Of course, in Final Fantasy Tactics, as a reach weapon, polearms could attack from 2 squares away, which was pretty neat. Basement 2 complete. 3 bomb cranks. Let's get bomb cranked, guys. So what's interesting is we do appear to be going down. We started from the basement first floor and we're heading back down towards where we left off, I suppose, instead of climbing the tower. Let's see now. Door number 1 leads to basement 4. Speaking of bomb cranks, now, a minor teaser without getting into any more spoilers per se. We have seen all but one member of the Final Fantasy IV party cast at this point in the game. We have only one person who we haven't met yet, who will be with us for a brief while within the next few episodes, presumably. So stay tuned for that update. But apart from that, we have seen pretty much every party member that the game is going to give us, which is perhaps not surprising as we are level 50 at this point. We've progressed through a fair amount of the game. The map got weird. What have we here? Got a surprise round. Rydia has a staggering 300 MP at this point. Probably we could just have her leveling the field instead of auto-attacking. It hadn't occurred to me really because her magic wasn't doing a tremendous amount of damage, but we were focused on using level 1 spells for a bit there. But I'm willing to bet we could have her casting level 2 or 3 spells and making short work of almost everything we encounter. Oh no. Poor Rydia. That's just rude. Raising Rydia, and then Cure on everyone. And then let's have a look at Rydia's magic. She has 5 MP, 15 MP, and where's Firaga? 30 MP. 6 times more potent than the fire spell. Let's start with Fyra and just kind of see how effective that is. I don't want to burn through all of her MP in like 10 fights, but we can if we need to. Oh, and of course they're going to put us in something that immediately has Reflect, because I just set Rydia to autocast Fire. Sometimes I feel like the game is just trying to be a troll. I had forgotten that we have Cecil equipped so that he takes half damage from fire, so that actually wasn't too big of a deal. Get wrecked. Let's see what we have here. And the map got super weird. Yeah, solid 1,000 damage. So her Fyra is about equivalent to Edge's Flames. And it costs less MP, interestingly. Lightning arrows. Let's have a look at some other options that we have for her. What if she auto-summoned Ifrit every battle? She could do that for about 10 fights. Which doesn't seem like a ton. Oh, this must be where the teleporter led, from the lower floors. Ah, okay, so the downside to trying to call Ifrit is he's probably not even going to show up for most battles, because he's very slow. Ooh, Tremor, okay. I'm going to assume that deals earth damage. We have to check his magic to show that. Tremor, attack with earth. Perhaps unsurprisingly. Alright, well, let's try using Firaga. That's actually about as slow as Ifrit, truthfully. Show us your stuff. 4,000 damage, and that did not kill it. That's a lot of HP. Ring. Basement 3 completed. Two doors. We'll pick the one on the right first. Boy, this map is getting confusing. Okay. Oh, to hell with your blaster. Seriously? Get out of here, Death Cat. Alright, raise on Kane. Cure on everyone. Whoops. Kira on Kane. Moving on. Oh? What have we here? King of Eblin. Father, Mother, thank goodness you're all right. And you, come, Edge. Yes, come with us. With you? Where? To hell! Da-na-na-na! Alright. Rosa. I have no idea what we're getting into right now, so... Let's start with, Holy Magic. Okay, they can cast Fyra. Physical attacks seem to be doing pretty normal damage against the one. Good 4,000 damage there. Edge, what's happened to you? Mother, father! Well, without any janky mechanics, we're kind of free to just take him to school here. Rydia's impressive amount of MP just kind of lets her do this as much as she wants. 4,000 or 5,000 damage per hit. They're not doing a whole lot of damage either, so... This is a little bit silly. She can't do this indefinitely, but she's getting about a third of the MP that she's using on this back every time Rosa uses Prey, so... Prayer unanswered. Ah, okay. Guess they don't want me to abuse it. Oh dear, the king and queen regained lucidity. Hear me while I can speak. We are no longer human. Yeah, we can see that. What we are has no right to live. That's kind of a judgy comment. Forgive us, Edge. We must depart now. Before the madness takes us again. Serve Eblin well, my son. She still has a little crown on her head. Farewell.
Such cruelty. It's inhuman.
Ah.
Rubicante, for this, you will pay!
It was Luge who made Chimerae of your parents. I shared no hand in his perversities. They shame me as they grieve you.
Don't speak of shame!
I respect men like you. Men with courage. But you are a slave to your emotions, and so will never know true strength. Such is the curse of men.
You think our rage a weakness? Then let me show you how wrong you are!
Learned Flood and Blitz.
You are an interesting one indeed. Such powers unleashed by anger alone. But they will not avail you. The frozen winds of Hell's Ninth Circle could not penetrate this cloak of flame I wear. Come, I will heal your wounds. Face me at full strength.
What a cool dude. Like, bad guy, obviously, but how neat. Alright, well, the Flame Archfiend is before us. It was not really my plan, but that's alright. Let's cover Rosa to start with. Let's have Rosa cast Shell on the whole party at the earliest opportunity. Big yikes. Counter Fyra. Oh, the whole party? Oh. We're gonna have some reses to put out here in a minute. Hold off on attacking for a moment. Rosa. Alright. Blitz deals lightning, Flood deals water. Let's try some Flood. He's changed his stance. I think that means we probably should adopt a defensive posture here. Oh, Flood hit him for a pretty good amount. Counter Fyra. Yeah, there's Inferno. With everybody in defensive mode. Yikes, but Edge doesn't have Shell. That's alright. Let's give him... Let's have you jump. Rosa. Kira on everybody. Please and thank you. Edge, why don't you see if you can steal something? That had a chance of success, 0, but I didn't see it until it was too late. Oh well. Shell on Edge. Some more Shiva. Enemy has no items. Have Edge defend. Have Rosa defend. Kane defend. And Inferno. Yikes. Actually, let's hold off on that for a moment. Let's first use Raise to bring Edge back into the fight. And then we will use Kira on everyone. Oh, okay. Flood. Guess we're gonna have to stop doing physical attacks against this guy. You would expect him to be weak against ice, but oh, you know, interesting. I did not realize that Shiva was healing him, so we're not making any headway whatsoever. I wonder if he's immune to thunder damage. Oh, that absolutely wrecks Edge's day. Thunder does not heal him. That's an option, at least. Alright. Let's have Cecil cast Raise on Edge. And then we will Kiraga the whole party. And then we're gonna give Thundaga a try. And have Kane hold action until that heal goes out. Okay, well, we chopped through it. It was a weird fight, but we got through it. 24k XP. Level 52, level 49, 48, 41. Oh, Edge is creeping up there. Defeated Rubicante. And Rubicante just pieces out like, oh, that was fun. The Ninja Squad was in tow. Your Young Highness, we've come to aid you in your fight. Where's Rubicante? Lend us to him. Lead us to him. It's already done. Oh, I should have expected no less of you. Blah, 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 blah. I was not alone. I had the aid of these warriors as well. What a lot of character growth in 40 minutes. So these are the ones to whom we owe our thanks. Just who is this Golbez? He's a man gathering the crystals in hopes of opening a way to the moon, and he's Rubicante's master. He wants to go to the moon? The moon? The one in the night sky? Power said to sleep there, one great enough to destroy the world. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen. Your Young Highness, your people need you now. Eblin must be rebuilt. This isn't just about Eblin, it's about the whole world. I have to stop him. Do be careful. We will do our best to protect Eblin in your absence. Please take care of our young prince. May Shadow hide you, Your Highness. And you. Okay. Let's go get Golbez. We came here for the crystals. Right, I knew that. Follow me. Oh, Edge. Silly goose. Let's heal up. I suspect when we had the choice of two doors before coming here, one of them probably was a save point. But that's just a theory. A Kai theory. Can you imagine getting through that battle and getting KO'd by a Coral, a Death Kitty, and a random encounter? How badly would that suck? Oh yeah, that reminds me, we don't necessarily need ice weapons. At this point, they were for Rubicante. It feels really weird that I gave Kane an axe mid-battle, so we're gonna fix that. Lance, Ice Lance. I guess we'll keep him with the Ice Lance since it's the best weapon we can give him at the moment. We'll give Cecil the Ogre Killer, which is basically just a slightly beefed up Dwarven Axe by the looks of it, that deals extra damage to giants, which I'll keep in mind when we encounter some giants, question mark. Oh, treasure. Come on now. Ooh, those hits are starting to actually do some damage. Kaboom. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and a cottage to boot. 10,000 gil. I think money's actually started to lose a little bit of concept at this point in the game. $4,000 damage with that Ogre Killer. I wonder if these count as giant kind. He's hitting for double what Kane is right now, so maybe they do. Rydia cast Nuke. Yeah, so these must have like 10k HP. Basement 5 map complete. Okay. Great big old damage sponge. Well, at least they're worth a fair amount of experience points. That's something, at least. There we go, Edge is already level 42, up from 35 when we got him. I feel like we took 3 steps before we got into another fight here. Alright. This is ridiculous. Let's go. Okay. Man, we got more than 10 steps that time. I didn't think we were gonna make it. Alright, we're back to the choice of 2 doors. What was the other door? Pray tell. Look at that. It was a save point. Who knew? Now, with that being said, we have reached the end of our block of time for Kai Plays for today. But if you are concerned with the amount of content we were able to fit in, never fear. As I mentioned, we do have a bonus segment for you tomorrow. More information on that to come on our social media feed. This is normally where I would plug our latest venture for nonprofits in the real world. As I mentioned at the beginning of this segment, we actually don't have one running. We're taking the month of May off to recuperate and record some resources for the June and July combo event that we have coming for you soon. If you'd like to support TCK in a more general sense, please do consider a like and or subscribe, that notification bell at the bottom of the video. That does help us to spread our message and to enact more good in the real world. You can also support us on Patreon, links to that in the description below, as well as links to our social media and our Discord server. If you have any questions or comments, or if you'd like to see specific content, please do go ahead and let us know below. And in the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you again on Sunday for some Sunday Fun Day. And in the meantime, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.